Ever since I was a kid, I knew what my 20s would be like. I trusted the resources at my disposal, primetime TV. I thought I was destined for a life like one on Friends. You go to college, you graduate, you get a job that occupies daylight, but doesn't leave you so tired that you can't hit up a happy hour every night. You hang out with attractive people your age. You have witty repartee and complicated relationships with the opposite gender. I figured I'd be like Chandler, except with an extra 50 pounds. Everyone else would have problems, and I would be at the ready with a well-timed zinger. But all of a sudden, it was 2 p.m. on a Wednesday, and I was just about to eat breakfast when my dad asked, "Are you on drugs? Are you a fucking drug addict?" This is a tough question to answer. I was not, for the record. But I was 23 and living at home for the better part of a year. I wore a bathrobe a lot and learned the lyrics to Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I get where my dad was coming from. I was a loser. And not the charming Jason Biggs kind or the ironic Beck kind. Just another naive liberal arts major who spent 4 years pursuing a non-marketable passion and ended up on his parents' couch. I was not Chandler. Shit, I wasn't even Joey. I like to work. I love the feeling of actually looking forward to going to bed at the end of the day. It's not about the money. It's about doing something, having a purpose, any purpose. I would happily settle for just being able to answer the question, "What do you do?" with some degree of clarity. I knew I could do it. I knew being Chandler was well within my reach. I just needed to get off the couch, get a real job, one that requires ties and dress shoes. And then I saw it. After weeks of hitting refresh on Craigslist, a glimmer of hope. Sports marketing position available, no experience required. Sports marketing. I know that the Lakers are a team, and hockey involves ice. And marketing, that's all board meetings and shit, right? Cardboard mock-ups and PowerPoint presentations? Ordering takeout and birthday cakes in the break room for Stephanie the Temp's birthday, yes? I got this. I sent in a resume, and lo and behold, they called me in. I could see it. I was going to be a sports marketeer for Westward Promotions. I was finally off the couch, free of my non-existent drug addiction, and ready to fulfill my destiny as Chandler Bing. And so I came to meet Chad. Chad was my boss. He worked sales and was a former ski instructor with spiky hair. He was tall and lean, never broke eye contact in a disconcerting sort of way. He has probably read the autobiography of Jenna Jameson. I have no proof, but he seemed the type. My infield interview was on Slauson Avenue, the heart of South Central Los Angeles. We started out, and Chad walked 3 steps ahead of me. "We specialize in business-to-business marketing here, guy. See, management's got the in with Staples Center. They get the tickets, we hit the streets." He glanced back and looked me over. He spied my Walmart brand dress shoes, pleather already scuffed. "We wear business attire, guy. You can put those Dr. Scholl's gel pads in if the walking gets to you. Just don't tell anyone." I wanted his respect. I joked with him. I wrote down the things he said on a yellow legal pad and made sure to call him sir. As it turned out, business to business was bullshit. The real answer to who are the clients is anybody we came across. Anybody. We started at a fire station. Burly firefighters are working out, cleaning trucks, gardening. This was the first time I heard the pitch. It went like this. "Hey, how you guys doing?" "Fine, I guess," one of the firefighters said. "Yeah? Hey, quick question. You heard that the basketball and hockey seasons have started up again, right?" "Yeah." "Yeah, all right. Big sports fans here. Well, me and my bodyguard," that was me, were sent out by the owners of the Staples Center to offer tickets to fans at 90% off. You ever been to the Staples Center? Of course. But we're offering 2 tickets to any Clippers game for only $40. Interested? Chad didn't make the sale. Maybe it was because the pitch was condescending, or maybe selling Clippers tickets in a Lakers town was akin to setting up a McDonald's in a farmer's market. The firefighters turned it down. Chad barreled into schools, daycare centers, churches, check cashing places with wild abandon. He pitched people in KFC, he pitched teenagers, he pitched old ladies in wheelchairs. At a car wash, Chad pitched and got turned down again. It was 10 a.m. My feet were starting to hurt. My undershirt felt heavy and salty. I looked up and down the expanse of Slauson and noticed the faded billboards and discarded cans of Tecate. Chad tapped me on the shoulder, signifying that we had to keep moving. The entire day, I worried that Chad might turn to me and say, "Take a shot, guy," and I'd have to step up and pitch someone. The mere thought of doing those little pantomimes made me feel ill. I thought about this oral report I had to give when I was in 4th grade. I had to talk for 3 minutes about cartooning. I rehearsed for 2 weeks straight, and the day before I was to present, I decided to add a big finish in which I would say, in my best Porky Pig impression, "That's all, folks." My classmates responded with a chorus of laughter and "What a fag." I wasn't cut out for show business. It was then that I realized that I was trapped in South Central. Chad had driven us down, blasting the best of Lincoln Park the whole way. I'd been conned with the promise of a real job and the idea of a real life. Hours passed. The blisters on my feet formed, exploded, scabbed. Chad pitched. We stopped at a nail salon. While he pitched a lady towards the back, a pregnant woman in an orange dress looked me up and down and said, "Your friend is really hustling. How come you ain't hustling like he is?" "It's my first day," I said. She said. "Well, he's a believer, definitely." I had no idea what she meant. As we walked on, I saw my friend's lifestyle fade faster than my deodorant. Gone were the afternoons spent solving cutesy dilemmas in coffee shops and the perfectly decorated apartments. Noon. We stopped at a Mexican restaurant for lunch. He told me all about the lucrative world of ticket sales, how Westward would someday buy him the life he really wanted. "Bro, there's so much money to be made." "So, how does the money work?" Chad's eyes lit up. He took out a slip of paper and a pen and sketched it all out for me. It all looked remarkably triangle in shape. He spent about 15 minutes going over all the potential earnings, but I soon realized the answer was nothing, before taxes. The whole thing was a commission-only job, meaning you made only what you could sell. In fact, you didn't even make that much, since at the end of the day, you had to give away 30% of your sales to your lead and 30% to the office. Over half the money is gone. No benefits, no bonuses. The simmering feelings of anger, frustration, and disappointment boiled over as he said this. "So, wait," I said. "After all this, I might walk away empty-handed." "Well, yeah, it's a business." "Right, and if I don't sell anything, I could get fired." "Yes, that's always a risk." "And does the company pay for gas?" "No." "Do they provide training?" "This is the training." I could see why he never went off script. For a dude who is looking to make a living out of sales, he does a shitty job of hooking a customer. "Dude, look at it this way. We're in a burgeoning field. There's so much room for growth here. I've only been here 6 months, and look how far I've gotten." It was then that I understood what the woman in the nail salon had meant. I suddenly realized that as tired and angry as I felt, Chad seemed ready for round 2. His belief drove him. His purpose compelled him to pitch fearlessly to everyone. He believed in the company, believed that it would buy him the life he wanted. I felt a little sorry for him, but also jealous. Chad had what I wanted but wouldn't get. He had purpose. I didn't even get offered the job. My day ended with a retreat. back to the couch with Mr. Rogers reruns, an assumed drug addiction, and a whole mess of blisters. I'll never be Chandler Bing. Thank you.